Jumbo, what's up my friends? Hey, today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite exercises, and that's the push-up. Now the push-up is the reason why it's one of my favorite exercises is because it works so many things. It's not just the chest, but it also works your arms, it works your back, and it can engage your core if you do it the correct way. So today, we're gonna be going over some modifications and some things that you, yes you, could be doing to start your push-up journey and to work on the push-up and to get stronger every single day. So let's check it out. All right, so the first push-up I want to talk about, because we're going to start from ground zero, okay? Sometimes getting on the ground can be very, very intimidating. But guess what? What if I told you you didn't have to start on the ground? What if I told you you can start right on the wall? Yep, just like the wall that is right behind me. So it's very simple. What you want to do is align your hands with your shoulder the same way that you would on the floor, okay? And you can watch the video example as I'm explaining it to you, okay? You wanna align your hands with your shoulder. So that means that your hands are in the same line as your shoulders are. Now, once yourself is in line, you wanna take a couple steps back away from the wall to make sure your body is almost in a diagonal shape, okay? From the wall. Now, once it's there, we're gonna do the same pattern that we would on the floor. We're gonna press down, push down, and then we're gonna press back out, all right? So this is using gravity with your own body weight to work your muscles, okay? So we're gonna come down and we're gonna push away. Now a trick, what's gonna help you is understanding your breathing while you do this movement, okay? As we go down, you wanna make sure you're breathing in. And as we push away from the wall, you want to make sure that you're exhaling and you're breathing out. Okay, so we conquered the wall. So let's go to step number 2. Step number 2 is talking about going to the floor, doing a modified push-up on the floor. So before we go ahead and we're repping out push-ups and we're just getting stronger, we want to start and make sure that our form is correct and we are doing it the proper way. Okay, so we're going to come on the ground. And what you want to do is you want to have the same thing we did on the wall. Your hands are in the same line as your shoulder. They're just outside of your shoulder, okay? We want to place our knees on the floor. So we're in a push-up position, but instead of us holding our body weight up and putting all that tension and challenge on the arms, we're going to keep our knees on the ground. This is called a modified push-ups. Now, some people may say this is a girl push-up. I don't like to say that. I call this a modified push-up because you know why? I know a lot of girls that can do more push-ups than some of us guys, right? So we don't never want to say a girl push-up. We want to say a modified push-up, all right? So we want to do this on the knees and we're going to do the same motions that we did on the wall, all right? So we're going to come down nice and controlled, making sure our elbows are pointing to the corners of the room, okay? And then we're going to push up. You get why it's called a push-up? Because we are pushing up. So once again, we're coming down, breathing in the nose. Don't forget your breathing. And then we're going to push up, exhaling, breathing out of the mouth. And that's your modified push-up. And we made it to the last level. Are you ready? This is the push-up. Just the push-up, not on the wall, not with the knees on the ground, your regular push-up. So let's see if we can do this. Now, the way that I like to explain this is we're going to start in that modified push-up position. So first, let's get our hands even with our shoulder. Then we're going to have our knees on the floor. Once we see that our body is in proper alignment or in a proper line that it's supposed to be, which means that if I put a ruler on the back of your head, it should go straight all the way down to the heels of your feet because your body is in one diagonal line in that push-up position. So once we see that we are in the form with the knees down, guess what we're going to do? We're going to lift your knees up. Yes, we're going to do a full push-up. All right, so now I know for some of us it may be a little bit hard, and feel free, if this feels hard on you, this is why you have level 1 on the wall and you have level 2 on your knees. This is level 3 so that we can build up and we can get stronger, but always remember, guys, safety first. We always want to be safe, okay? So now, once we are off the ground and we're holding this push-up position, we're going to do the same thing that we did in the other steps. We're going to come down nice and controlled, breathing in the nose, and then we're going to push away from the floor, exhaling out the mouth. All right, one more time. We're going to come down, breathing in the nose, filling that body with oxygen, and then we're going to push away from the floor, exhaling. Yes. Now, if you're doing this the correct way, you're going to see your chest get involved. You're going to feel your arms. You're going to even feel your core get engaged because your body is in the proper alignment that it's supposed to be, my friends. Now, I know your question to me is, Mr. Tutu, how can we continue to get stronger with these push-ups? How many times a week should we be doing this? How many days a week? How many reps? How many sets? Listen, let's explain it to you, okay? Now, push-ups is something that, yes, we could do every single day. That is no problem at all. But for us being at a younger age, and for us maybe just getting started on this journey, you want to make sure that you crawl before you walk, walk before you run, okay? And you follow the proper steps. So what my recommendation would be to all of you that are watching this video, if you are just starting out, okay, whatever level you are doing, you want to make sure that you're doing this at least 3 days a week, all right? You're doing and you're practicing your push-ups 3 days a week. This is going to help reinforce the information that you're learning and making sure that you're actually practicing the movement, following the form that we've shown you in this video. Now, how many reps should you do? Reps is the amount of times that you're doing the actual exercise, okay? And sets is saying how many times you're repeating that. So you want to make sure that you're doing 3 sets of 5 to 10 reps, okay? 3 sets, 5 to 10 reps, 3 times a week. Now, if you do this, you're going to start noticing that these push-ups are going to go from being really, really, really hard to getting easier and easier and easier. And then guess what we're going to do once it gets very easy? We're going to add some more, okay? So do your best. Remember, always be safe. And if you always need a reference to figure out if your form is okay or you want to check your form, always go back to the beginning of these videos to make sure that you're doing this the proper and safest way, okay? Now, we got a special treat for you. Once you finish doing your push-ups, we have a video that you can go and check out to make sure that you stretch out your upper body, because we don't just want to break it down, we want to also make sure that we build it up. So make sure you head over and check out Queen Babette's stretch upper body video so that you can get a good stretch after you work these muscles. Jamba.